YouTube friends, here from GadgetDoctorWorldwide.com, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to replace the glass on the Galaxy Note 2 without removing the LCD. So this way you will only remove the glass, we'll prep it in a way where we can throw our UV glue in there, and well, with the syringe here that I have, and well, it won't drip anywhere but the outside, and then we could clean it out and it would look perfect. We are gonna need our brand new glass that I have here, OEM parts. I have a double-sided tape adhesive that goes around the edges, which will help a lot here. Some double-sided tape, 2mm double-sided tape, metal pry tool, heat gun, UV light. I have a syringe for my UV glue. Some alcohol to clean out our screen, and some paper towels to clean it out. Alright, so that's pretty much all we need. We're going to start by heating up our phone to 160, 155 degrees. Let's try to go ahead and heat up the entire phone to up to 140 degrees, 150. This will help us make it way easier to replace the glass. And if you can't see the crack, it's right here on the corner. The glass is cracked, so we need to replace it. So let's go ahead and start by heating up our phone. If you don't have any of these tools, go ahead and visit our website, GadgetDoctorWorldwide.com, and you can find a variety of parts, tools, and the repair for this phone as well. So if you don't want to do it by yourself, you can always go ahead and send it in to us, and we'll help you out with your repair. So let's go ahead and heat it up. Once we got enough heat going around our phone, let's go ahead and concentrate on the top part here, where we are going to start prying out our glass. So make sure that if you don't have a heat sensor laser, that you touch your phone constantly to make sure that you're not heating it up too much. If you can't touch it no more, you're heating it up too much. So just take it easy on the heat there and slowly heat it up. If you heat it up too much, you can burn your LCD and have some spots on the back of your glass. So let's make sure that we only heat it up to about 160-55 degrees. That way we don't have any issues with our LCD there. And if you can see, it's already lifting up pretty easy there. Just take it slow, really careful, removing your glass, and let's go ahead and add more heat. This is really important that you guys keep adding on heat. We do not want to keep prying it out without adding heat. We are going to need heat throughout the process. So make sure that you have enough heat on the glass, make sure that you have enough heat on the adhesive. That way it comes out and, well, we won't have any problems with that. So that said, let's make sure to keep prying down slowly. And I'm using this pry tool. I don't know if you'll feel comfortable using a metal pry tool. I've been doing it for a while with this tool, so I mean, I'm used to it. I don't think I'll have any problems doing it and continue doing it with this tool. If you want to try something else, plastic blades or something different, go ahead and do it. Do whatever you feel comfortable with doing it. We don't want you to scratch your LCD because we told you to do it with this tool. So if you don't feel comfortable doing it with the metal tool, go ahead and use some plastic tools. Like I said, I've been doing it for a while with this tool, and well, I'm pretty much used to it, and well, over the time you get really good at it. So I do want to mention that you guys could do this, and you guys can always do this yourselves. You guys won't have any problems doing it, but we are not responsible if you break your LCD or any other parts of your phone. So take your time, watch the video a couple times, make sure that you understand exactly what you're doing and that you feel comfortable doing it. So if that's the case, then go ahead and keep prying out your glass here. Excuse me. And let's go ahead and add more heat. And like I said, the heat's really important to this process in order for you not to break your LCD. So make sure that you're adding enough heat, not too much though, but enough to get the glass out. That should be enough. Let's go ahead and keep going, prying out our glass here, something. So slowly keep prying out your glass. Make sure that you take this process really slow and that you take your time. That way you won't damage your LCD. We don't want you coming back to us and telling us that we made you break your LCD. So take your time, slowly pry it out. If you're having a hard time taking it out, that means you have not put enough heat on the glass. So once we get to this bottom part, we're gonna add some heat here because we have our home, back, and menu buttons, so those touch buttons. So let's go ahead and add some heat here. We need plenty of heat. So we can get those little touch buttons off of the glass. Let's use our same tool here to pry them down. Make sure that they stick to the phone and not the glass. That's what we want to make sure. So here we go. There's the glass out. And once you've gotten your glass out, I want to show you that your home button is going to come out. So make sure you save that. Oops, it's hot. There we go. And here we have this part, and you do have to take out this middle casing that's right here, so go ahead and take that out. I'm gonna assume that's hot and that's trash. And let's go ahead and make sure we have these home buttons, these touch buttons here safe. You want to remove that tape if it's not good anymore. Go ahead and remove it. We'll replace it with some different one. So if it's not sticking back to there, just go ahead and take it out. We won't use it for now. And well, now we could go ahead and clean it out. Let's go ahead and do our first clean out here. We want to get the rest of that UV glue that's left on there off. So let's go ahead and do a quick clean up like this. Use some alcohol, don't worry about it. You can go ahead and clean all this out, all the rest of this UV glue off. Use plenty of alcohol, doesn't matter if you get it pretty wet here, as long as we clean it out perfectly. And we need to get it as close as much too perfect as we can, so let's go ahead and try to get rid of all the UV glue. Try to clean the surrounding edges where we're going to be putting our double-sided tape here. So carefully. Remove all the UV glue from the edges, and that's looking pretty good. Oops. Let's go ahead and clean out our table here because we have all kinds of UV glue. So we need to get rid of that because we don't want it getting on our new glass or any of the new parts or anything. So I'll go ahead and get rid of that. And let's go ahead and grab another paper towel and give it another quick clean here with the clean paper towel. This one will probably leave our screen a little more clean. So here we go. Like so. And well, let's go ahead and clean the phone. I have some UV glue all over the back here and everywhere. Alrighty, let's go ahead and apply the edge part. Make sure that you do align it exactly how it goes. That's what we need to do here in order to get it perfect. So we do need to get this back part peeled out and only do the edge, okay? We only want to do the edge. We don't want the middle section part of the double-sided tape on here, okay? So let's go ahead and peel it out if I can. Alright, like so. Let's go ahead and peel it out, and I'm pretty sure that now you have the sticky part to the bottom, and go ahead and place it exactly where it goes. Take your time, make sure that you get it exactly where we need it. That way we don't have any problems. Alrighty, that's perfect. So once you've done that, go around the edge and go ahead and make sure that the bottom part it's pretty much sticking to there. And let's go ahead and peel it out. Let's go ahead and find out exactly where we could peel this out. Alright, here we go. Let's make sure that the double-sided tape stays on there though. We don't want it lifting up. So here we go. Alrighty, it's peeling out perfectly. So start on one side and then go ahead and work your way to the other side. Just make sure that the double-sided tape is sticking to the phone, which is what we want. There we go. and there it is. And go ahead and save that. You'll probably use it maybe if you're doing a lot of repairs or different kinds of repairs. Now let's go ahead and use some double-sided tape. Let's go ahead and install our home button here and make sure that we put it exactly where it goes. There it is. And let's go ahead and add some double-sided tape. We are going to do 2 strips on the top and 2 strips on the bottom. Alright, so let's go ahead and do 1 strip top here. Make sure you stay outside the black line of the LCD there. Let's go ahead and do 1 on the bottom. Same procedure here. And same thing, make sure you stay under that black line from the LCD, making sure that you do not get into that LCD with the double-sided tape. So here we go. Let's peel that out. And let's go ahead and do another strip. Same right over on top of that one. And let's go ahead and leave the papers on there for now until we get our screen cleaned out pretty good. Alright, here we go. Alright, now let's go ahead and grab a new paper towel and clean our LCD. Make sure that we leave it close to perfect. That way we could get in with our UV glue and our glass, and we'll pretty much be done almost here. So if you don't have any of these tools, go ahead and visit our website, GadgetDoctorWorldwide.com, and you can find a whole bunch of parts, tools, and the repair for this phone. So if you don't feel like you want to do this repair yourself, you can go ahead and send it in to us and we'll be able to help you with it. So once we gotten our LCD pretty much cleaned out like so, let's make sure we don't have anything regarding double-sided tape or UV glue, like so. Excuse me. And let's go ahead and remove the papers on our double-sided tape here. When you remove your glass, also make sure that you have your speaker cover here. That's pretty. We're gonna have our glass close in handy and our UV light here close too. We're gonna go ahead and use 3 cc's of UV glue, which is probably a little more than we need, but we want to make sure that we get it covered completely. So let's go ahead and get our UV glue here. Let me go ahead and grab some UV glue. Alrighty, and as you can see, 3 cc's of UV glue. And we're going to do a next shape here on the phone, similar to this one, which will get you a closer complete coverage. I'm going to go ahead and add another half cc of UV glue just to make sure that you guys don't underpour UV glue on here, and well, that it does not cover your entire screen. So make sure that you do use enough. If you have any bubbles left on the UV glue, go ahead and suck them out with your syringe like so until you have no air bubbles in there. That's gonna be our key to get it to close to perfect. That way we don't have to push out any other air bubbles out of there. Let's go ahead and peel out the papers on our new OEM glass replacement here. We do want to peel them out front and back, that way we see exactly where the bubbles are at. Make sure if you have a second piece of paper right here, clear paper on your glass, go ahead and take it out. They usually come with that second piece of paper there, like plastic. Make sure that you do take it out, or else you will have a blurry screen. Alright, so that's the key. Look, exactly, another paper right there. We want to make sure that we don't have that on there. That would have ruined our work here. So let's go ahead and start on the top. I'm gonna go ahead and let's make sure that we don't have any UV glue left inside the camera lens here. We don't want to have that in there. That is not pretty. So make sure that you take everything out of there, like so. And once we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and place our glass exactly where it has to go and start pressing slowly. We need to go really slow. That way we don't create any more air bubbles than we need to. So really slow. Make sure that you keep pressure exactly where your camera lens is at. That way you don't get any UV glue right there. So slowly we're gonna keep pressing down, making sure that we are not leaving any air bubbles in there. Once we're getting to this bottom part, slowly, same procedure. Once we got to here, make sure that you align your home button and all of that other stuff. And well, now you can simply press it down, applying pressure evenly on the places where you added those 2 strips of double-sided tape. That's gonna keep that UV glue away from the home button and the other buttons and your camera lens. I'm gonna go ahead and place a paper towel right under here. That way I don't get any UV glue on my table. Now we could simply go ahead and spread it out, slowly removing that air bubble that we had here that was created while setting down our glass. So slowly, keep an eye on your camera lens. Make sure that you don't get any UV glue on there. That would suck. You would have to redo the whole entire process. So once we've done that, let's go ahead and make sure that we have no air bubbles whatsoever here. So we're going to take our time to slowly push all of these air bubbles out. Making sure that we don't have any bubbles on there. And now simply place your UV light on there. And you are pretty much done. Just leave your light on there with your fingers on there so it doesn't create any bubbles for around 30 seconds to a minute, and then after that you can simply remove your fingers, leave the UV lamp on there, and well, make sure that you don't get any bubbles after that. I recommend leaving the UV light on there for around 10 to 30 minutes. That way your UV glue will dry perfectly. And well, don't forget to visit our website, GadgetDoctorWorldwide.com, where you can find a whole variety of parts, tools, and the repair for this phone as well. So if you need to get your glass replaced, go ahead and visit our website and we can actually do that for you. So give us a like on Facebook. We really appreciate that for your support. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That really helps us with your support and all of that stuff that you guys bring us. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be seeing you next time. Peace.